Rise and shine, my people. Welcome back to the channel. This is Evan Aga at the Astrophysique. Today, I'm going to be talking about how soon you can expect to start seeing results in your fitness journey and the process, or should I say the timeline, which you can expect to see progress. Through my experience, I've noticed some patterns across the board which apply to most situations, which will hopefully give you some insight in your own fitness journey for what you can expect, especially if you're just starting out. Make sure you follow me on Instagram as well, at the Astrophysique. Follow me on TikTok, at the Astrophysique. Follow me on Twitter, at Evan Aga. And make sure you like, comment, and subscribe so you can stay up to date every time I post a new video. Jumping right in, this information applies most specifically to someone who's just starting out on their fitness journey, someone who is just now starting to commit to a diet plan, a training program, or someone who's just getting back into it. Maybe they used to be consistent, then they fell off, now they're getting back into it. This information is specifically for you. Basically, if you're just getting started with a diet or training plan, if you don't wake up the very next day with a shredded six-pack and a chest like Arnold's, then you're doing something wrong. No, just kidding, just kidding. Of course, you guys should expect that you won't see results overnight. That's just the way it goes. But hopefully this information will give you some clarity as far as what is a proper rate of progress, because if you've been doing something for a certain amount of time, for a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and you're not seeing any type of results, some people might tell you that you just have to keep going, but sometimes there might actually be something you're not doing right, and you might need to make some adjustments or switch up your plan. You might not wake up the very next day with a six-pack, but I can say with confidence that within the first week of starting a new workout or fitness program, you should, at the very least, start to feel different. It's not going to be a crazy big difference, but you should definitely feel lighter, you should feel cleaner, you should feel like you're cleaning up your diet and you're getting stronger in a way. That is the first sign of progress. You start to feel a little bit different. Again, you feel leaner, you feel healthier, you feel cleaner, you feel lighter, you feel better mentally and physically. And that is the first sign of results. And it makes sense because once you start cleaning up your diet, once you start getting in the gym, it really doesn't take that long for you to start noticing a difference in how you feel. Now you've started to feel the difference, but maybe you haven't started seeing any difference quite yet, and that's perfectly normal. I know everybody's thinking, yeah, feeling a difference, whatever, blah, blah, blah. When am I going to start seeing the difference, right? Because that's what everyone really cares about, I know. And I don't blame you for that either. Of course, we want to be healthier, we want to feel healthier, that's a big part of it, but no one can deny the fact that we're in this to look good as well, and we want to see the results, we want to see the changes as much, if not more, than we want to feel them. I got you. So the question on everyone's mind, when will I start seeing a difference in my physique? And the answer is within 3 to 4 weeks. If you've been consistent with your diet, you've been consistent with your training, you should see results, at least a hint of results, within 3 to 4 weeks. Most of the time it'll just be a slight difference, but that's okay. The funny thing is, a lot of the times when this happens, you're not even the one who notices it. At first, most of the time, it'll be your friends or your family or maybe some people who you haven't seen in a while who will make a comment, and they'll be the ones to notice the differences, whether you're losing weight or whether you're gaining weight. They'll say, hey, Astro, you're looking kind of big, man. Or they'll say, okay, Astro, I see you getting shredded. So a lot of times it'll be friends and family who notice even before you do. And that makes sense because, look, you see yourself every single day. In the mirror, in your selfie camera, in your whatever. You're looking at yourself every day. And on top of that, you're always going to be the most self-critical, especially when it comes to your own fitness journey. A lot of times we don't give ourselves enough credit for the work we're putting in. We're extremely hard on ourselves, at least I know I am. And so a lot of times you're not going to be the one to notice the progress that you've been making, and it'll actually be friends and family who point it out to you first. So it's funny how that works, but at the same time, having that outside validation definitely helps a lot just to let you know that you're on the right track. Now you've started to notice some minor changes in the mirror. Fast forward to about 6 to 8 weeks in your fitness journey now. This is when things get exciting. Okay, 6 to 8 weeks in your fitness journey. I say this to my clients all the time. One day, one morning, you're going to wake up, go to the bathroom, look at yourself in the mirror, and your eyes are just going to pop out of your head. You're going to think to yourself, wow, 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 I'm doing this. Now, this is if you've been consistent, of course, consistent with your diet, consistent with your training, consistent with your recovery. Everything comes to surface seemingly immediately. There's a saying, there's a quote I love. I think about this all the time. It goes like, first it happens slow, then all at once. And it applies to your fitness journey perfectly because in the beginning it's going to feel like everything is happening really slowly, just minor changes here, minor progress there, and then all of a sudden you look up and you see you're a completely different person, mentally and physically, of course. The more you stay consistent, the more your progress, the more your results compound and grow exponentially. That's how it works, but I'll tell you, that's not the end of the journey. I want you to remember that. This journey is not about just making your initial transformation. If that's what it's all about, you will find yourself back to square one before you know it. At this point, it's become more of a lifestyle, and you can enjoy the progress, you can enjoy the results, while also enjoying the journey itself, which never ends. That's it. That's the timeline of how fast you can expect to see results in your fitness journey. You start feeling a difference within your first week. You start noticing some minor changes within about 3 to 4 weeks, and then you notice your big transformation about 6 to 8 weeks in, and then you keep going to infinity and beyond. Thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you so much for all your support on all my platforms. It absolutely means the world. I love you, I appreciate you, and I'll see you in the next one. Shoot for the stars.